Alrighty then, what is up, people? Happy Halloween. I have a special tier list video. Today we're going to be doing Bloodborne. That's right. I haven't done a tier list in a little bit, especially since after that fiasco I had with uploading Bloodborne, or not Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3 before Dark Souls 2 because I thought I did Dark Souls 2. Whatever. Whole blunder. Hope you guys enjoyed Dark Souls 2 tier list because there's a lot more passion into that. Passion of hatred for a lot of bosses. And Dark Souls 3, a couple of you guys commented. A lot more people watched it. I get it. You know what? I will admit though, there is like one or two bosses that I kind of regret not putting in S tier. I'm not gonna lie. I regretted not putting him up there. I try to save the S tier for like truly something special. And those bosses kind of were special, especially to those games. But hey, you know what? Tier list already exists. So, it is what it is. Anywho, let's jump into Bloodborne. First one we got up is the One Reborn, which is the fight after Rom the Spider, where it's just an amalgamation of bodies. I think he deserves his B tier. He's not the hardest fight. He's not crazy. He's not bad. Like, he doesn't deserve D tier, that's for sure. And I think especially the impact he has when you first walk into the arena and you see the video of how disgusting it is. Everyone has the same reaction, like, ugh. Like, it definitely has some impact. People remember it. But as far as it really goes, it doesn't have any lore or anything. It's just bodies that are summoned. So, anywho, what's next? Witch of Hemwick. That's the one where there's like multiple ones, or you kill one body or something, another one pops out. Kind of a boring fight, to be honest with you. Barely even remember it. I think it's part of the DLC, if I'm correct. If not, then hey. Maybe it just doesn't deserve to be remembered. Oh well. Next up we got Ron the Spider. Ooh man, where do I put? I mean the fight itself was like D tier, right? It wasn't hard. It's just the fact it's just mobs, It's people. It's little spiders that you gotta either take care of or avoid, or just adds a layer to the fight that isn't really needed. But the fight itself isn't really hard. You just go and smack him. Then he teleports. Now I think he's definitely C tier because he's got to, she's got a lot to do with the story itself. I forgot. Rom's an actual. She a lady. Lady Spider was human. She actually has a little bit to do with story. She's mentioned several times. A lot of people interact with her or have interacted with her throughout the story. She becomes an almost great one. Kind of a sub-level great one. She does create an illusion that blocks the path, so when you find her, you gotta get her out of the way to continue. But yeah, you know what? I think she deserves at least a C tier just because of her backstory, who she's interacted with, all that stuff. Martyr Ligarius. This is the guy on the roof that does the blood attacks with the scythe. I personally, the fight was fun. Like, when I got to that fight, I realized, you know what? Stamina all the way, baby. We dodge attacks. We punish. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. Um, as far as his lore goes, uh, I, I, I think there wasn't too much. I know he was part of the healing church stuff, but other than that, he was blocking that path. You had to beat him to get that path open. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. I think he's definitely a fun fight. I don't know if he belongs in A tier. I feel like A tier should be saved for like really special moments. He might move up. We'll see. Virgo's wet nurse. Ooh. Where do I put it? The Lovecraftian horror. I think right there might be great. Maybe even, you know what? Maybe even higher up, because I definitely like the wet nurse fight, because it looks like a Lovecraftian Cthulhu horror with the little scythes, and then it pulls off the Pontiff Sullivan move of doing a little copy, doing a little shadow clone jutsu. Does that make the fight fun? Like, no, it makes it a little harder, but it's definitely memorable. I didn't actually have that bad of a time with it. So, then again, I also dumped everything into stamina, and when I died, it was just like, alright, whatever, go back. Run, 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 run. I played it like I was trying to do a speed run, but definitely not speed run records. Alright, Celestial Emissary. I'm just gonna put that down here. The alien things look really cool. Design wise, looked very cool. That fight where it's just a big one that headbutts you, yeah, no, fun to look at. You're fun to look at. There you go. Abretus. Oh, that's the one that's underground. The great one, like the one that has like significantly or significant lore, because I think she is a great one if I remember correctly. Abretus, daughter of the cosmos. I remember that fight. It wasn't super hard, but I remember the hitbox stuff. The hitbox, getting hit by her when she tries to like do that little dash into you and you try dodging it, sometimes it would just hit you still. I remember that fight, because I remember getting pissed off at that. Eventually I don't know, I just kept, I put the combos on her eventually. But she is an actual great one though. So I think just because of that, I think we should put her at least, I think we should put her at an A tier. She's a great one. Her boss fight was a little rough, a little hard. I think great ones should always be kind of higher on the tier list. I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, no, I like that. Now, some people might be like, oh, why don't these guys? There ain't great ones. They're close to great ones, but they're not a great one. Anything that has to do with a great one, usually the story behind it is like, I think they were studying her, experimenting on her, taking her blood and stuff like that, and doing things with it. So, the Yharnam Queen, huh? Thumerian Queen. I'm not gonna lie, she wasn't very like. Her fight wasn't really that crazy. I mean, she is the Queen of Yharnam. And, oh man, that whole thing where it's like the wet nurse and the queen and the baby crying, and you can kind of figure out what happened to the baby. All sad. But I mean, it made it. But yeah, I don't know. She really wasn't that fun of a fight. Wasn't that crazy. And I'm only putting her up on C because she was at least a queen. She ain't just some random enemy. And I use a random witch or emissary. Now, guys, I don't even. The next three alone. What do I even need to say? Ludwig, S tier. Orphan of Cause, S tier. Lady Maria, S tier. Like, what am I even. What am I doing here? Huh? Those three are just naturally S tier. Ludwig, I mean, everybody who's played Bloodborne likes Ludwig. They know his story. There's nothing to go over. There's nothing to go over at all with Ludwig. Orphan of Cause. Oh my god. The craziness of that story and how every hunter, or most hunters in here, tie into the Orphan of Cause, and how the incident. Oh god, what'd they call the incident? What was the cottage? No, seaside incident. I forget. Oh man, you guys are gonna be like, you're not a real Bloodborne fan. Look, I haven't played Bloodborne in like 10 years. All right. But yeah, Ludwig, super cool moment where get him down to half health. He takes up his sword, remember who he once was, and decides to be a badass for another couple minutes. It sucked killing him after that. But, you know, he has the FromSoft signature sword. You have to beat him to get it. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Orphan of Cause has this whole thing where all the hunters killed everyone in a village. This is essentially the vengeful spirit of that incident, because they were trying to, you know, they did like a massacre because of one little thing that they found, and every hunter that was in that little mission 100% regretted it, because they didn't just kill the people, they killed the kids, they killed everybody. So yep, that one's pretty good. Lady Maria, I mean, that fight is just fun. It's just another hunter. She gets a katana, she gets a bleed katana, which I thought was cool. She's definitely, when you fight her, it's not unexpected, but man, she could whoop some ass, you know? The fact that she was ever just stuck in this little dream world, kind of a shame. She would have been a badass ally to summon or something. But she herself's a badass, so she just didn't do that whole, I can't fight anymore. I deserve what I get. No, you don't punish yourself, you make amends. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's just move on. There's nothing to talk about. These are definitely S tier. No matter, I could have said nothing, and these three would have ended up in S tier. All right, Watchdog of the Old Lords. He's just some dogs. He's just some dogs. I already got that dog in me. Anyways, oh, Lawrence the First Vicar, huh? Oh man, he definitely deserves a decent spot on the list. I think he's at least up here. He's the first person to discover the healing church, or the first vicar. Sorry. Oh man, I think he deserves to be at the top because he's the one that fought with the other guy, and how the other guy at the institute, how they should run things, and he split off to do his own thing, and he wanted to be part of the great ones. Ended up becoming a beast, not the cool kind of beast, but horrible disfigured beast. But yeah, he was studying the blood and everything like that. He kind of kick-started this whole thing in Bloodborne, all the people and stuff, all the corruption. Father Gasquion. Oh man, where do I put him? S tier, A tier. I think we put him in high A tier. That fight was so fun. He is super sad, especially when you find out what happened with his wife and his daughter and everything like that, and finding the ring and bringing it back to the daughter, and how he went to he wanted to protect his wife and family, went to go find her, ended up killing her. Or did she try to go find? I think she went to go try to find him, and he was transformed into the werewolf. Spoiler alert, halfway through the fight, he transforms into a werewolf beast thing. And he accidentally kills her. Super sad. And she was on the roof right nearby. And it's all sad with Father Gascoigne. Do I put him at S tier though? I mean, the fight's super memorable and fun. Having to fight another hunter at first, where he was. It doesn't matter if he didn't transform into a werewolf. He's kicking ass at first. Yeah, you know what? Let's put him bottom of S tier. Let's not disrespect another person people like. Amygdala. It's a great one. Oh man, it's a great one, but you find like multiple of them. Or there are multiple of them. And he just got big headbutt move. Doesn't he? Wait, no, he also has a laser. Lasers are pretty cool. But there's really nothing fantastical about the fight. So I take back what I say about great ones in this instance. You can just stay right there. Let's see, the Living Failures. Is that the one where they summon like the meteorites? They Azure comet you? I think it is. And they just look... I don't know. Look at that design. They look like bubblegum that grew legs and arms. The only thing that's memorable about the fight is that they throw meteors at you. You just turn the arena all dark for a second if you're whooping on them too badly. But I don't think that's enough to really save it. It's still a mob fight. You have to kill like 3 of them if I remember correctly. They do get like a nice little boss arena. I remember the little sunflowers. But yeah, they just kind of look like penises. But anyways, the cleric beast. I think that's like the first one you fight, right? Yeah, that's like the first one that drops down. I mean, it's cool and all, but yeah, he's not really. Out of all the first boss fights you can do in the Souls series, the first one It's iconic because it's the first one. Well, actually, I guess technically Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1, they literally have the same boss with a slightly different design. But hey, most people didn't play Demon Souls when it came out. Dark Souls was more popular. Either way, the first boss is like, oh, okay, the first boss. You can't even beat it. I mean, you can, but it'd take like 10 years. So, you know. Let's see, Dark Souls 2 first boss. That one, actually, I think that one's subjective. I think you can run into any boss at first. But I think the very first boss you can fight is probably going to be the Pursuer, which is definitely super annoying. Or actually, no, I guess you can also fight the Last Giant, which is a boring fight too. So yeah, I think it's about down there, Last Giant, where it's like, oh, that's cool. There's a lot more memorable bosses though. But I put the Last Giant. I put the Last Giant higher for a different reason. Anyways, let's not waste time. Gehrman. I mean Gehrman. Gehrman's like the whole package here. Brings it all together. It sucks you have to fight him. The 3 different endings, the true ending, the ending where you just become Gehrman's replacement. But God, that fight was fun. He's so fast. Oh my God. You know what? That was like one of those ones where I'm like, damn, I'm glad I maxed out the... I think I did the hard cap for the stamina. I think I had a lot of stamina. I was just dash and hit and dash and hit. And I was playing that shit like it was a Doom level. But yeah, you know what? He was really fun. So, Dumerian Descendant. I think I remember that one. There was just the one with like blood attacks and stuff, right? I don't think it was anything crazy. I think it was just a dude. It was just a dude. It was just a regular guy with some blood attacks. I think he got me like once or twice, but it really wasn't like... It wasn't really a hard fight. Yeah, I think he's about right there. Man, I feel like that's kind of messed up to put the queens right there, but I mean, they're both kind of, you know, they're kind of, whatever. Keeper of the Old Lores. This is just a dude without any sort of real, without any real background. At least the Thumerians have something to do with the Bloodborne world. You're just a dude. Vicar Amelia. Oh wait, Vicar Amelia is the one with the poison and... Yeah, man, screw that fight. That fight pissed me off. How you get to do poison attacks too? Okay, you know what? She's still a vicar. She still has some stuff to do with the story. Maybe she's a little... no. These two don't really have... I mean, they do have lore. I think she's just above Amygdala. She's just one of those ones where it's like annoying to fight. Lawrence chops his own legs off. Like, he goes crazy. Her, she's just BS. She got BS moves. That poison move? Screw that poison move. Alright. That was the most annoying thing ever. Bloodstarved Beast. It's just a regular beast. You can find him as regular enemy. If you do that, why make a boss that can turn into a regular enemy? That just kind of defeats the significance of the boss, unless it's like the super Bloodstar Beast, like he's a Saiyan. But Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything to talk about. It's just a beast does bleed, got some, beast-like attacks, but it's just undead giant, just a dude, just a dude. Um, oh, this one's gonna be hard. Mikolash. All right, so Mikolash, just like um, what's his name? Lawrence. Those two are butting heads about how the church, oops, sorry about that. How the church or how the institute should study things. He studied the nightmare realm, everything like that. Oh, he had some cool takes. That whole cage on his head actually served a purpose. It wasn't just for looks, but that's how you get in tuned with an old one or something like that. I think is like you're supposed to block out all noise or keep your mind in a cage. I forgot what it was, but I remember it had significance. Looks stupid still, doesn't just because you use it for a device doesn't mean it don't look stupid. But Mikolash, boy, that fight was just really stupid. It was annoying. Just chase after a dude for like 15 minutes. All to just beat him up in a corner. Like you're running his lunch money. I don't think he's B tier worthy. I really don't. He's got the little squid tentacle move, but other than that, he's really not. He's not anything. He's no Lawrence, alright? Lawrence turned into a beast that could fight. You just, I don't know. I'm sorry, your fight's kind of boring. You look pretty stupid. Cool lore though. Cool background in the Bloodborne universe. The Moon Presence. Okay. The Moon Presence. Oh man, I guess it deserves S tier since it's a secret ending boss where you fight it, and spoiler alert, when you win, you're on your way to becoming a great one. You're taking your first steps. I mean, you look like a little tentacle, like a little worm, which I don't think is. I don't know if that's a good ending. I don't think any ending in Bloodborne is really a good ending, to be honest with you. But yeah, I guess like it's a great one. It's a significant great one. Like you have to go out of your way to even learn how to fight it. Yeah, I don't think there's really much to say about that. I think the S tier is fine. Dark Beast Parl. Is that? Yeah, that's just the Dark Beast that's underground. I mean, there's nothing. It's just something that. It's sad because it got experimented on, just like the Celestial Emissaries. And I think the Living Failures, they all got experimented on by the church and stuff. Or no, I think they were actually by the Institute. But you know, at least it was a lot better of a fight than, because watching it wake up was pretty cool. Shadow of Yharnam. There's a reason for these guys to exist. I forget why. But a gank squad is a gank squad. Nobody likes fighting a gank squad. Alright. You just put a couple dudes in a boss room, call it a boss. Ain't no boss. You know, we'll cut ahead. Merciless Watchers, get those out of here too. The Beast Possessed Soul? Which one was that? Oh man, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like a werewolf, right? Oh, that's the one with the fireballs. I had to Google that one. I'm sorry. I forgot who that even was. Oh, that's the one with the fireballs. Okay. It was kind of funny. I'll give it that. Like you're fighting a werewolf, and you're like, all right, just another beast. And this dude really just pulls out the. Oh, you think I'm just some regular dude? Fireball. Fucking playing like not D&D. What's the other thing? Uh, I don't know. Whatever. Sits there and casts fireball. Anyways, he's not really. Other than the fireball thing, he really isn't anything huge. So, yeah, I think that's the tier list. I think this went a lot easier than some of the other tier lists. There's probably some people who deserve a higher position. I think Logarius and Vicar Amelia can be argued to be at A tier, but everybody remembers Vicar and Ebritus. Vicar has a lot to do with the story, with the beasts, and yeah, Ebritus is just a great one that also has influence from the experimentations done on her by, I think, Lawrence, actually. I could be wrong, though. It's been a long time since I looked up the story. The only person I had to just Google right now is the Beast Possessed Soul. But I also used to watch a lot of. I remember most of these because I watched some Vate Vidya, some other Souls YouTubers, the Prepare to Cries, and all that other stuff. So, but yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys like the tier list. If you have any difference in opinions, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. Uh, you can go as ham as you want. I may even respond to your comment like I did the Dark Souls 3 comments. So, some people made some good points. Honestly, if I could turn back time, I would change some things. I'd probably put 2 people on the S tier instead of the A tier where I put them at. I do kind of regret it a bit. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the tier list. And I'll see you all in the next one, which will be... I think we have to skip right to Elden Ring because I didn't play Sekiro. And... I played a little bit of Demon Souls remake, but I mean, there's nothing to really do with that. We already have a Demon Souls, so am I forgetting a FromSoft game that's not Sekiro and not Elden Ring? I don't think so. But anyways, for Elden Ring, I will be having probably multiple guests. We'll see. But I have at least one friend who wants to weigh in on the Elden Ring because that's the game he played the most. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy your day now. See ya.